Mr. Mayor, Deputy Mayor of London, and it's usual to say distinguished guest, but it seems to me that tonight the distinguished guests are the young people who've done so well and are here to get their awards, so I'm very glad to be here. I've always believed that the main thing that we've really got to emphasise here in Camden is that everybody's children count, and nobody's children count more than anybody else's. We've got to make sure all the children in Camden get a decent start in life, get a lot of encouragement, and that the schools do well by them. And I think you'd agree, those of you who are here tonight, that Camden schools have been doing a very good job in recent years, and not just the young people, but the teachers should be congratulated because they've been doing a very good job. I've been given a better microphone apparently, but there's one thing I don't want to say. I'd rather I didn't have to say it, but I think I do have to say it, and I do have to say I think there's a real danger with the present economic situation and all sorts of very nasty right-wing people. There is a real danger of a big effort to step up racism and Islamophobia, and we've all got to confront it. Nobody can get out of it. And we're all in this together, and if we stay in it together, we can see them off here in Camden and set an example to people in other parts of the country. But we do have to stick together and stick by our principles. And remember, everybody has a right to be here. Everybody has a right to feel safe on the streets. Everybody's got a right to feel safe in their homes, and all the young people have a right to a decent education. And we've got to stick to that, and we shouldn't let any sort of aliens from outside the area come in and set people at one another's throats. I'd rather I didn't have to say that, but I think it does need to be said at the moment. But I am delighted to be here. I'm very pleased at how well everyone has been doing, and Gail Tolley's figures that she's been giving, and I'm sure you're all pleased at that. There's one other thing I have to say though. It's not to the young men and boys who are here, but maybe to some of the young men and boys who are not here, is that the girls have been working a lot harder at school, generally speaking, than the boys. And we've got to do everything we can to encourage the boys to work as hard as the girls, because otherwise the girls are going to get on and a lot of the boys are going to get left behind. So I don't want to say any more. I'm delighted to be here. I'd like to congratulate all the young people involved, congratulate the teachers, and also congratulate parents, because it's a hard job bringing up young people in our country today, and it's a particularly hard job for people who've come from Somalia in recent times and all the things that you've had to go through. So yeah, I think it's congratulations all round, and thank you very much for inviting me. I feel genuinely honoured to be here.